Bert, I'm sorry that took so long, but I closed down for the wedding, and it just had to take a while to get everything going again.
That's all right, no problem, Rose. Tell me about the wedding. Was it as great as everybody hoped it would be?
It was beautiful until the end.
Oh?
Luke and Laura were up on the balcony, you know, the bride and groom getting ready to go on their honeymoon. Laura turned around, threw the bouquet over her shoulder like she's supposed to, and guess who caught it?
You.
Scotty Baldwin.
Scotty Baldwin?
I kid you not. In the next 10 seconds, all hell broke loose. I mean, Luke flew off that balcony and started punching out Scotty and then decked him.
Well, what was Scotty doing here? I thought he was in Mexico.
Well, yeah, so did everybody else, but Hey, you guys. Hello. Hi.
Well, what you have here is two bridesmaids and the best man looking for a shot of anything.
How about coffee? I think that's what we need right about now. Did you two change it over at Weber's?
Mrs. Grant gave us exactly 5 minutes to get changed before she kicked us out of the house saying Rick and Leslie needed privacy.
I think she had a good point there. From what Rose just told me, I guess everybody was floored seeing Scotty Baldwin at the wedding.
I think the only one that got floored was Scotty by a beautiful right cross, something that I taught Luke myself.
You know, when Luke leaped off that building, I mean, he was magnificent. You know, Douglas Fairbanks did the very same thing in a film that I did one time. Marvelous.
You worked with Doug Fairbanks? Before or after the Depression?
Here you go.
Thanks,
Hot
Rose.
coffee. That's what we need after all that champagne.
Thank you.
Oh, dear.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi,
Hi.
Hi, Joe.
Allow me, madam.
Thanks, Joe. Joe, did you talk to Scotty?
Well, we tried. When Lee and Gail took him home, we went right over there.
And what did he say?
Nothing, because he wouldn't allow Lee and Gail to let us in.
Oh, we heard a lot. Plenty, yeah. One thing came through loud and clear. Our friend Scotty is a very bitter, bitter young man.
If anybody has a right to be bitter, it's those of us that worked so hard on that wedding and he ruined it.
Okay. Look, I said Scotty's a little bitter. Let him think about that. The point is they're both married, and let's not forget who took charge when Scotty crashed the party.
Yes, Luke was wonderful.
You can bet on one thing. Luke isn't going to let him or anybody else upset his life. No way. Not now or ever.
Look, you asked me, and I told you. I got to thinking about Luke and Laura, and the more I thought about them, the madder I got. You know how many nights I thought about Luke Spencer making love to my wife? Do you have any idea what that did to me? So finally, I did what I had to do. I broke into the courthouse in Mexico, and I stole the divorce papers.
But, Scotty, you must have known that they had mailed a certified copy of those papers to Joe at Lee's office.
Yeah, Gail, I assumed that they'd be sent. But I had no idea that they were going to get lost in the mail. I didn't find that out till I got here.
Why did you come here now, Scotty?
You want the truth?
Of course I want the truth.
To ruin the wedding.
Scotty, for heaven's sakes, how long have you been back here?
Long enough.
Well, where have you been? What have you been doing?
I've been following Spencer around, and I've been listening.
Well, then you must know that Laura went to Juarez and got another divorce.
Yes, I found that out.
Scotty, I swear, I don't understand you. I mean, you're not rational.
Would you be rational if your wife was marrying some other guy? Some guy that you hated? There's no point in worrying about it now. Because if those papers show up, they've got my signature on it, consenting to the divorce, making the whole thing legal.
Scotty, those papers aren't going to show up. Because they already did, and on time. And I burned them.
It's you?
No.
Oh, it's got to be here. Who told me it was here? There it is.
Oh, good. Keep it down, because I think we woke up Bessie. I heard her mooing.
Lights. Ta-da! What, come in. Come on.
What do you mean, come in? Luke, I'm not going to move an inch. Don't you know anything about honeymoons?
Oh, that. Oh, yes. Okay. We are in Beecher's Corners. This is the official Beecher's Corner carry over the threshold position.
Wait a minute. Let me just get this straight now. Laura's divorce decree, the one that I signed, the one that I consented to, the one that made the whole thing perfectly legal, was not lost in the mail?
Now, I told you, it came and I burnt it. I had started drinking again, Scotty, and I'd lost control.
What?
Scotty, it was just a temporary thing. Your father's dry now.
But you fell off the wagon, Dad. Why?
Don't you know how I felt about you? Look, I lost control. Let it go at that.
But not the way that you did today at the wedding.
I didn't lose control. I was in perfect control. If I hadn't been, I would have made myself visible long before I did. You think it was easy, waiting for the right moment?
Are you saying you planned that exhibition today?
You bet I planned it. Of course, now, first I thought about the obvious, you know, when the mayor asked if there was any man present who can state why this couple shouldn't be joined in holy matrimony. You know, half that crowd thought if I was going to show up, that would have been the time to do it. So I didn't.
Why? Why didn't you?
Because it would have been too obvious and too easy. I wanted to wait until they were married and just pull the rug right out from underneath them. That was more fun.
Fun? You consider what you did fun, Scotty?
Yeah, it was fun. I had a good time.
Scotty, how can you be so cruel, so calculating?
Because I learned how to be cruel the hard way. From Luke Spencer. He ruined my life. And who suffered? Luke, Laura? No, not them. They're heroes. Everybody loves them. I got kicked right in the teeth. And the royal couple throws a royal wedding. Well, what better way to get back at them than on their wedding day?
You know, Gail is right. You are cruel and calculating, and you're vengeful, Scotty.
You bet I'm vengeful. You learn how to survive and you get bitter. And the only thing that takes away that bitter taste is revenge.
Is that the reason you came back here, for revenge?
You got it. And if you don't believe me, you just wait and see what happens.
No, Scotty, I'm not going to wait and see. Now, that little grandstand act you did at the wedding, that's all that's going to be done. Do you understand me? There is going to be no revenge, none. Is that clear?
Are you through?
No, I've just begun. Now sit down there and listen to me. Sit down!
Hey, excuse me, will you please, can I talk to you?
Excuse me for a second, folks.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd have a few answers for me.
I do. Joe, the DA's going for an indictment of Heather.
If it's murder one, he's never going to make that sucker stick.
He knows that, but he's going for assault with intent to kill.
Well, that's a bailable offense.
Oh, sure, but he's going to ask the court to set bail at $100,000.
That's a little bit stiff, wouldn't you say?
Tell us to the court, Counselor.
Oh, don't think I won't for a minute. Look, do you think that he's going to make that assault with intent rap stick?
Oh, come on, Joe. You know me better than that. You think that I am going to tell you the DA's case? You, the defense counsel?
Well, no, but you could give a friend of yours your opinion.
Well, what the heck? I guess it's all in the record. All right. Number one, Heather admits that she went to Diana's apartment with a gun. Number two, she admits that she wanted to kill Diana. Number three, she admits that she wrote Ann Logan's name in blood beside the body. Add them all up, 1, 2, 3, it equals intent. Now, if you want to go into a little more of this, let's step outside where there's a little more privacy.
It's a good idea. Just let me tell my friends.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna step outside.
Hey, look, Joe, look, you're a lawyer. Just what could Scotty do legally?
He can contest Laura's Mexican divorce before or after her marriage.
Would he win?
I almost hate to tell you, but I think he would. American courts take a very dim view of a Mexican divorce without mutual consent.
Well, then what would that mean for Luke and Laura?
Well, anything can happen in a court. I mean, I can't tell you verbatim, but if Scotty contested the divorce, they could rule Luke and Laura's marriage null and void, and Laura would once again be Mrs. Scotty Baldwin.
Well, I think the best thing that can happen at this point is that that character takes the hint and gets out of town.
What if he doesn't?
If he doesn't, Luke is going to handle it because he always has and he always will.
I've never seen so many notes in my life.
I don't even. Look at this. Try me. Look, there are even more on the refrigerator.
Yeah. I feel like I'm standing on the inside of a bulletin board here.
Oh, you're gonna love this one. It's from Whit. Dear Luke, there's cider in the fridge and 6 more jugs on the stoop outside the barn. P.S. It's the hard kind.
Oh, the hard stuff.
Great.
Good. This one has a P.S. P.S. Buffered Honeycutt will be by in the morning to help out. He's paid up till we get back from Chicago.
Buffered?
Well, buffered.
What's that?
It's a Honeycutt, obviously.
Okay.
You want to hear the chore list?
I'm too tired.
So am I. But here it goes. 6 a.m. 6 a.m.
6 a.m.?
6 a.m.
All right, the day's half gone by then. Okay, read on.
I'm supposed to milk Bessie at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, Luke.
All right, before breakfast, feed chickens, gather, separate, and size the eggs. Size the eggs? Separate and size the eggs. What does that mean?
Oh, I think that just means something like scrambled, you know, separate them. I probably that's what it means.
Oh. Feed the geese, put Bessie's milk in the what is this?
Separator.
Oh, separator.
Yeah.
Turn on cooler, bring in pumpkins for canning. Pumpkins for canning?
Great, just what I've always wanted to do on my honeymoon, can pumpkins.
Well, you wanted to do a honeymoon on the farm. You got it.
Are you sorry?
No. It's exactly what I want to do every morning at 6 o'clock on my honeymoon. Milk Bessie.
And milk Bessie. Oh.
I think we better talk about it. You want to talk about it now or later?
Are you worried?
No. Are you? I'll show you why I'm not worried. You see this right here? This ring on your finger?
I love it.
I love this too. These 2 rings mean that we are man and wife. We are married. And okay, so Scott did his number at the wedding, but that's over. This means we are married. We are man and wife.
I know, but
No, hold on.
What if...
No, don't do the what if game. Let's don't do it. Let's say it one time, and then we'll be through with it.
Okay.
Scott is not going to get a chance to contest your divorce. He's not going to.
You mean that Lee'd talk him out of it first?
Yeah. And if Lee can't, then we'll talk him out of it when we get back.
He might not listen.
Oh, he'll listen. He'll listen while I'm banging his head on the pavement. He'll listen. And I may not get a chance to even do that, you know.
I don't understand.
It's probably going to be too late for that.
What?
Well, if you ask me, probably half the town's already doing that. So, a little of the... Oh, no.
Oh.
Look, it's got notes on everything.
Look, it's cider hard.
That's what we want. Get us a couple of glasses, honey. Well, it's hard.
It's time, Joe, because I want you to know I'm aware that the DA coming down so heavy on Heather is rough on you personally, and I am sorry.
Thank you. Thank you very much, but I am going to stick with it, rough or not, because I know this time she's telling the truth.
Spoken like a true defense counsel.
Which means you still think she's guilty.
I'm only sorry the DA isn't going for murder 1, but he can always amend his charge.
Or it could be proved that she didn't do it. Now, come on, think about it. Somebody breaks into the apartment.
Oh,
he's
Joe.
going through the stuff. He goes through the drawers. He finds the gun. You listening to me?
I'm way ahead of you, Joe.
Come on, Bert. He's standing there. He finds the gun that Diana bought for her own protection. In the next room he hears Diana confront Heather. There's a scuffle. They fight. Diana breaks away, runs right into this guy, and in a moment of panic, he shoots her.
Burglars do not shoot, Joe, and you know.
There is always a first time, and if it had happened like that, this guy would have clammed up just the way Crimpton did.
You won't give up, will you? You still think it was that prowler?
Maybe I can prove it.
Oh,
if
Joe,
you'll just bend the rules a little bit.
Bend the rules how?
Let me talk to Crimpton.
Come on, Joe. Me? Let you, the defense counsel, interrogate another suspect before we go to trial? You're not asking me to bend the rules. You're asking me to break them in half.
I know I am, Bert, but think about it. Just think about one thing for a second. Is it possible? Could Crimpton have done it?
Anything is possible, Joe.
Then let me just talk to the man.
Why do you do this to me? I'll give you my answer in the morning at the arraignment. I'm pretty sure you're going to be there.
I'll be there. I'll be in my corner ready to come out fighting.
You better get a good night's sleep. You're going to need it.
I will. If the diner cools off. Hey, drive careful, Bert. Cops are out tonight.
Well, I hoped you'd be here.
Hello, Noah. Hi. How's it going, Noah?
So, how was the wedding?
Well, which part do you want to hear about? The beginning, the middle, or the smash ending?
Why don't you tell me about the exciting part? Who caught the bridal bouquet?
Scotty Baldwin.
Scotty, did you decide that you still love Laura? Was that it? Was that what made you change your mind?
Love her? Are you kidding? She's a slut. The love and the pain died a long time ago. You know, when she came down to Mexico to ask me for that divorce, something else just burst wide open inside of me.
What burst?
Pure hate. There was one other thing. The idea of getting even, of course.
Oh, Scotty, stop it. Now, don't you think I know my own son? You don't even sound like yourself.
Maybe it's not the Scotty you knew, but you spend a year with an open wound and you change.
Oh, come on. You think you're the only one that's had it rough in this life? You should learn the horrors of alcoholism. That's real horror, boy. Look, we all have to learn eventually that every experience, even the bad ones, lead to growth.
Well, what do you want, a gold star there? My experience led to hate.
All right. All right, let's accept that just for the moment, huh? So you got even today. You made a big grandstand play there at the wedding out of hatred. Now what, you planning more?
I've only just begun.
Scotty, now wait a minute. We're not through with this conversation.
You bet we are.
Scotty, you can't go like this. Now, wait, just a minute.
Now, you get out of my way!
Stop it, Scotty. Now, you go on back there and sit down. I'm going to tell you exactly what you're going to do. Please, son.
There you go.
Thanks,
Coffee? You had a ball, dear.
Sure you're okay?
Thanks. I'm okay.
Probably worried about the bride and groom, though, huh?
Of course, but what else is new? Joe helped go. He said that no matter what kind of legal mess Scotty tries to start, there are definitely ways to fight him.
Well, I listened to Joe. There's always two sides to every courtroom.
That's true. And Luke told me himself that Lee promised to try and stop Scotty no matter what. Strange, though.
What?
Me wanting things to go right for Luke and Laura.
I don't think that's very strange at all. He's your brother.
Oh, no, I meant Laura. There was a time, you know, when I hated her guts. As a matter of fact, I did everything I could to discourage my brother from being here.
Really?
But I was wrong. Because he loved her. And even though everything he touches seems to go wrong for Laura, I think he always will love her. And the two of them deserve nothing but happiness. Both of them.
All right, Scotty. I know the trouble you can cause Luke and Laura legally. But I'm warning you, don't.
I don't get it. I don't get it. When did you become so protective of Laura? When she dumped me, you couldn't stand the sight of her, so why the sudden change?
Well, when I sobered up this time, Scotty, I was ready to dump my whole legal practice. And it was mostly Luke and Laura who stopped me. And because of that, I suggested the Juarez divorce. And I gave him my word that if you tried to make any trouble for them, I'd stop you.
You mean you'd try and stop me?
Oh, come on, Scotty. You got your revenge now. You got even. Why don't you try being a human being?
You got some suggestions?
Yeah. You're still a lawyer, you know. Your desk is waiting for you at my office.
That's always been your father's dream. You know that.
Oh, you know, you two kill me. You really do. You're living in a dream world and you think they're real. Well, they're not. Look, I'm gonna let you know what I decide, okay?
When will that be?
That, Gail, that is real easy. When I think that those little newlyweds have suffered as much pain as I've suffered,
Daddy,
and that is gonna take some time. What?
I'm gonna fight you.
Good. I like a good fight. May the best man win.
Well, that does it.
Oh, no.
Hey, baby, take it easy.
But that could be Scotty.
It's not Scott. He doesn't know where we are. If he did know, he couldn't find us. And if it is him, I will take care of it. Look, if that's Scott, he's got a great disguise. Hi there.
Well, now, I expect you're the folks just got hitched.
Yes, there's rumor to that effect. Who are you?
Oh, I thought you'd figure that out by now. Honeycutt's the name.
Oh, Bufford Honeycutt.
Buford, that's me.
Oh, Buford.
All right, I'm here to help with the chores.
Tonight?
Oh, first thing in the morning, say 5:30, if you don't think that's too late. Friends call me Buford. So anything I can help you with tonight?
Tonight? No, not. I think I can handle tonight alone, Buford.
Oh. Whit said that he'd leave you a list of the chores.
Oh, yes, he did. We read them.
Well, I'll go over them with you if you like.
Now?
No time like the present, I always say.
Yes, well, that's exactly what I always say, Buford. And my missus and I are on a honeymoon, so we're very anxious to get to bed, to sleep.
Well, I'll say my good nights then.
Thank you.
Since you're tired.
Yeah.
Oh, we're exhausted.
That's right. We're going to be asleep by the time our heads hit the pillow.
Oh, miss, in the morning, 3 eggs.
Pardon?
When Whit and I finished the chores, his missus always had a nice, simple breakfast waiting. 3 eggs, sunny side up, slab of bacon, well done, stack of wheats. Oh, and buttermilk biscuits, of course.
Of course.
Oh, well, sleep tight, as they say.
We'll sleep tight. Thank you, Mr. Honeycutt.
Oh, I'll be stopping by off and on.
Off and on?
Least I can do. Night now.
Good night, Mr. Honeycutt.
Buford.
Sorry, Buford.
Buford.
I'm sorry. Luke, what do you think? Should I start cooking his breakfast now?
I think that's the craziest idea you ever had. Are you nervous?
No, maybe a little bit.
That's good.
That's good.